Hey there viewers, my name's Torinski and welcome back to another DCSS Sunday. Today we're of course jumping right back into the usual routine trying to get a win with every deity in the game. Where we last left off, we'd been trying out a couple of Spriggan hunter runs, seeing how that felt, and we're having a pretty good go at it. Unfortunately our first Spriggan didn't quite make it. RIP to that fed-ass run, but of course our latest Spriggan, very creatively named Sprig, was doing alright thus far under Okawaru, so hopefully today we can continue that trajectory going and maybe, just maybe, get a win. It's been a while. It feels like we've been dying, especially late game, more often lately than in the past, but of course who knows what the dungeon has in store. So without further ado, let's just get ready to first select the right window and then jump right into it, shall we? Oh, and starting off with a lingering mark trap. Hello, Marcus. But, okie dokie, we have our fantastic crossbow here, and we were pretty much ready to head back up to Spider and see if we can't nail down the second rune of the run here. So I guess without further ado, let's just jump in, shall we? Up to Spider we go, and hopefully we can manage to feral right there. Unfortunately, we don't exactly have the best AoE or multi-target damage going, so I think we might struggle just a wee bit here, but hopefully that's not the end of the world. We should also definitely swap into our resist poison ring, probably swap out the magical power. Sure, the magical power gave us a little bit of pseudo health with our spirit guardian, but I think that's worth it to keep a little bit of the armor class, or our armor class, intact rather. Okie dokie, no time like the present, so let's just jump into things, shall we? Definitely a bustling initial entrance to the area here. That's always exciting. Let's see if I can't take some of these sons of guns up. Beautiful. And then we'll just pop ourselves into this nice little corridor, and not too shabby here so far. And rinse and repeat. Ooh, geez. Bit more damage there than I was anticipating. I think Spider's gonna be a bit of a rough spot for us. Ooh, fortunately against the Radroach, we do have speed to our advantage here. In fact, I probably do want to just bring you upstairs, my friend. Then we can fully abuse the movement. Beautiful. And we have a nice little kill corridor here. Simulacrum's not too big of a deal. With our flame arbalist, we should be able to take them down relatively quickly. And webs are going to be the bane of our existence, since they definitely cause us some troubles here. Well, let's finesse a little bit in advance here, just as the horde starts descending upon us. Maybe a little overkill, but rather be safe than sorry here. And so that's not too bad whatsoever. Tarantellas could also definitely pose a bit of a problem here, seeing as how confusion is going to render us unable to really use anything at our disposal. So potentially what we want to do is, I'm going to throw in fighting for a little bit of extra health, but I'm thinking maybe we start training short blades, at least get to the point where the Vampire's Tooth is a half-decent backup weapon for us. Only takes a skill of 8 to get to min delay there, so definitely a justified expenditure of experience. Shouldn't take too long whatsoever here. So that is fantastic, and we're already needing to make some room. I guess Berserk Potions can probably hit the ground here, just so we can pick up that potion. And hopefully we see some Identify Scrolls so that we can actually get to the bottom of some of the final few things. Consumables specifically that we have lying around here. Ring of Positive Energy. Dang, I don't have any current resistance to such things sitting around. Well, let's drop the Polymorph Wand. Should take a deeper look through my inventory. I'm sure there are things that we'd be a bit happier to lose here, but it's not the end of the world. And we'll just pop ourselves... Ooh. Was that the bolt? Did the bolt thread the needle? It did. Orb of Destruction hits you. Holy moly. Well, that is very impressive. Corrosion to -16 is not great. Probably should have swapped into my corrosion resistance ring here, but oof. I mean, I guess I could duel the son of a gun. Let's do it, just especially since I've never actually used this ability before. Potentially also would have been a good target to put it down on the snail. 4 times for 17, and there's no retreat. Maybe this wasn't the best idea now that I thought twice about it. Well, I could hope I survive 1 turn, and then I can definitely do some work. I guess I could turn into a tree potentially. AC of 32. Let's do it. Turn ourselves into a tree. Oh, geez. And then immediately almost die. Unfortunately, I don't have cancellation. I am just now realizing that I do have degeneration potions on me, so that's probably what I should have dropped before. Oh no, though. You can probably see invisible too. You can, so going invisible isn't gonna help. Let's check our fear scroll real quick here, shall we? 79% chance. And now compare that to a 47% chance to paralyze you. I think I'm gonna go for it. And it does not work. Oh man. Well, that was an early misstep into horrifying death. Whoops. Okawaru crowns the Entropy Weaver victorious. Way to go, Entropy Weaver. You better live up to that name of Oka's champion here. Oh man. Probably should have warmed up somewhere other than Spider. Or, you know, just played intelligently. Definitely not coming into an arena when I have 6 blink scrolls. Could have just blinked away. Lived out my life in happiness. Well, hey, sometimes that's just the way she goes here, so not the end of the world. Had a good run of things with our Spriggan friends. That's definitely not going to make a full YouTube clip. Like to cut them into decently sized episodes, especially so I don't spoil what's going to happen. Whoops. Yes, we still might be able to do so, but I guess that begs the question of what the heck do we want to do today instead? Man, I was prepared mentally to potentially die on that run, but not at that moment. Not quite so soon into it, unfortunately. Oh me oh my, maybe I do just go back to Genie. I know it's been the fallback for a while now, but there's a good reason for that. I do enjoy those runs quite a bit. And eventually, we've got to win one of them, right? I mean, odds are that if we just run enough Genies, we'll eventually make it through in one piece. Hey Thalfon, how's it going? Made it just in time to see the birth of a new dawn here. Poor Sprig. But maybe I just jump into it. I'm also kind of looking at Demon Spawn here. It's been a while since we ran one, and I always enjoy the mutation side of things. But just so we don't dilly-dally too long here, let's jump into Genie. Sign you up for some Genie action. Demon Spawn are cool too. Well, you're in luck, Saint Res, because that definitely works out from my end. And then what do we wish to do? Meters recommended for Genie. Yeah, I'm not too sure why. The starting handbook is not great, and of course you can never guarantee that you're going to get more forms as you go along. There's probably a reason for it, but it's definitely not coming to mind for me right away here. But we're going to do something not very creative and just jump in with a Genie Fire Elementalist here. Genie Chaos Knight? Do I maybe? Oh geez, as I make the classic mistake of hitting escape one too many times. Well, just give me the briefest of moments here as I need to reboot up the game. Silly old me. And of course, get the right aspect ratio here. Pop that bad boy in. And there we go. Good to go again here. Holy moly. Oops, not Spriggan. And let's not hit escape again this time. Learn from our mistakes. We could do Chaos Knight. Eventually we'll need a Zom win. Let's go for it. Why the heck not? And as for our weapon, I'm going to go with unarmed to get a bit of unarmed training early on and cross my fingers and hope for some kind of transmutation form maybe. I don't know, I'm going to have a hard time early on here, I'm sure, but hey, let's give it a go here, shall we? As for name, let's pop open a window in the other monitor here, and I need Genie names, please. Google, if you could be so kind. Friend of renewal of religion, guardian angel of the seventh heaven, prince of the righteous jinn. Amir are jinn dwelling in houses. So sure, let's go with that. Thank you, Google, appreciate it. And of course we don't start with any spells, so it's going to be an interesting beginning to the run here. Maybe I shouldn't have gone unarmed, but here we are. So we'll just have to make the best of it and see what happens, shall we? I guess for the time being here, we almost might as well swap into the heavier bit of armor. And, you know, if the entire enemy, or the entire dungeon just has no enemies in it, I don't mind. Seems like it could be a nice little vacation for us. Additionally, I guess I should have a bit of due diligence take place. Get all those set up, and as well as, of course, dropping that morgue file, grabbing the seed here, just in case any of you lovely folks wish to play along at home. So let's replace that one on screen there, shall we? Beautiful. And now we can officially get back into it, shall we? Oof, a whip of electrocution. It's going to be a little bit rough. We'll deform you to start off, sure. It's almost tempting to take that and swap gears here, but I've committed to a life of the martial arts here, so let's see if we can't make that happen, shall we? I do always like unarmed combat in this game. Scroll jumps out of our pack or falls out of our pack rather than jumps back in. You know, just your average Sunday here with Zom. And nothing, St. Raz, could be better than semi-phenomenal, nearly cosmic powers, indeed. Zom's power almost touches us for the moment. Don't worry about us, Zom. We'll hopefully entertain you eventually. Just hopefully not to the extent of our own demise, if at all possible. That would be lovely, but of course no promises. Ah, hello, Terrence. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm not going to do very well against you. Unless I paralyze you. Then that's just beautiful. And we'll throw into intelligence as we get, oh my gosh, beastly appendage. No shot. Well, that works out quite nicely. I guess I do need to train some spellcasting to even get level 1 spells on board, so that's going to take a wee bit to get going, but it definitely synergizes nicely with how this run is starting off, so you do love to see it. As we face off against a huge number of new friends here. Ooh, and I will definitely grab that helmet. I've played too many Spriggans in a row now that I saw a helmet and immediately dismissed it mentally, but we would for sure like to have that available to us here. Every small bit of armor class will go a long way towards our continued survival as that failure rate falls quickly here. Hopefully can start using, thank you, Zom. Appreciate it. Took us right to unexplored area, right where we were heading to next even, so appreciate it. Nice to have a friendly face by our side to make sure we get where we're heading, you know? And not too shabby here. And so onwards we go. Keep checking in on that spell tab, because I would really like to get Beastly Appendage as a semi-regular spell for these encounters. Unfortunately, not going super great for us there. Oh gosh. Definitely not going great. A potion of might is fine, but I need some healing, otherwise I'm probably gonna die. Or not. I could also get strong-willed and hidden genetic potential. Oh my gosh, now I really don't want to die. Oh man. Do I think I have a healing potion? Should I keep chugging randomly, and we have 2 more potions to go through? Could instead start reading through scrolls as well, hoping for something, anything. Fear, blink, all the best things. It's 11 damage from you, and then if you choose to cast like Magic Dart or whatever your fire spell is called, hopefully the fire spell actually. Don't think a heal potion would save me anyway. Nah, it would definitely. We don't even need the heal potion. We'll just get lucky and everything will miss us, right? No, I think we're on a similar page there, especially since we have a few more chances with scroll here. Not feeling great about our lack of potions overall. Question is, what do we read? Ahakir Aperf? Kihai Fehal? Kihai Fehal, maybe? So Juja Tihuha is a fun name, so I think I might go with that. My 5 stack, I think are ID, but I could be wrong. Mictinotus is also alright, as well as Rigigo Pugudge. Oh man, this is a good batch of scrolls here, but let's go for it. Okay, we get Fog, which is not gonna save me. Yeah, the 5 stack is very likely that if I'd used these earlier, I know where my blinks and heals are. But that's not like us. Using ID scrolls when I appropriately should to keep myself alive. I would never. Scroll of Amnesia. Turns out maybe I should have just started hitting folks here, because we're still alive after 2 turns of doing literally nothing. Hope you're happy, Zom. As the door goes here, I think we'll go with Rigigi Judge next. Enchant Armor. Perfect. Now I've got to die, right? There we go. Boring in life, boring in death. Thanks, I appreciate it, friend. Mirror the inside. I would say we did our best, but I would hope that's not our best. Oh me oh my. Didn't even get a chance for Zom to really start shaking things up. Zom did his best. Now that's always the case. Never a doubt. Do I give it one more shot? I think I'll alternate. I'll try a good run, and then if we die on that, we'll throw in a Chaos Knight run between each one. Maybe a Demon Spawn Chaos Knight. That's like full random mode when it comes to the mutations as well as Zom's effects. So I think I like the sound of that. But for now, we'll head back to Genie. Let's bring up my list of names. Good thing I didn't close you. And let's go with Afrail. Oh, it doesn't allow for apostrophes. Never mind. I will not. Aleng, maybe? Let's try that on for size, shall we? Bum, bum, bum. There we go. And just get right into the thick of things. So we'll throw in fighting here. And that should be just about perfect. Auto pickup, and of course, last but not least, hopefully a seed that we can actually explore a little bit here, just in case others want to play along at home, shall we? And so, switch out that bad boy once more here, definitely for the last time, because we're just gonna win. I wonder if Demon Spawn Chaos Knight actually limits the random a bit, because Zom can't mess with the inherent mutations. Potentially, but Zom will still throw their spin on things for sure, to say the least. Oops, and already completely used to the playstyle of just bashing my forehead into everything. But we actually have spells this time, woohoo! So you're saying there's a small chance of survival. It's kind of a bummer because getting Beastly Appendage first really was a very apt selection of the game to make. So maybe, just maybe, that would have been the be-all end-all Transmutation run, dragon form and all, on our genie friend, but hey, who's to say what the dungeon had in store? So we'll just dive into it here with tried and true Fire Elementalist, and maybe, just maybe, this is the time that we'll make some good progress here without dying in embarrassing fashion in Zot, since that seems to be my new favorite pattern of behavior when it comes to the Djinns we're playing. You either die right away or you live long enough to see yourself become an idiot. And let's definitely pop up far enough that we can continue to see our Foxfires flourish here. Definitely should not have fought the null pack that we found on, what is this, D2? On D2, so great work me, killing it as always. Potion of Curing doesn't quite do enough for us here. We feel strong-willed again. Oh me oh my. Iridescent Scales, +4 AC and strong-willed, so if I do survive, Potion of Resistance. Again, should have just kept attacking, but hey, we're gonna keep going nuts here, shall we? Get a teleportation scroll.